So I want to address this because several people have brought up in the comments the question of, like, what am I worried about? They don't understand. And it's interesting because a lot of these comments have actually been made by individuals who are, in fact, HIV positive. And I understand why they're saying it, because now medical science has come so far. But I am surprised by it because wasn't there an initial shock? Isn't it expected that when we, regardless of whether it's HIV or cancer or diabetes or epilepsy or any type of medical diagnosis, any type of medical condition, isn't it expected for there to be some type of shock and subsequent grief? And then further, when we look at HIV specifically, doesn't it make sense that it would take some time to work through those feelings? And am I not allowed to work through those feelings? I guess I am doing it publicly, which, I guess is rare. I think a lot of people choose to do this very privately. That has also been a few comments that have been mentioned. But I believe in authenticity. I run a practice founded on authenticity. I've written a book on authenticity. It is literally the foundation of everything that I do as a profession. So I don't see any reason why not to do it in regards to my own emotions and feelings regarding an illness that I will have the remainder of my life that a lot of people struggle with. And then in being authentic with it, I can shift that over a period of time as I work through the grief to then show how we can advocate for safer protection, how we can advocate for PrEP use, how we can advocate for HIV medications and things that are actually going to be supportive and helpful for people. Is that not valid? I guess I'm just kind of taken aback by some of the comments that have come through that are kind of like, I don't understand what you're worried about. You need to be quiet. Shut up. Don't talk about this. You're being too vocal, and just take your meds and be quiet. Like I'm surprised by that. It really does surprise me because it's being said by people who have HIV. And I guess if that does bother you, I do want to say I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stop. I'm going to work through my grief in my way. As a therapist, I know that everyone grieves in their own unique way, and this is how I'm doing it. And that is my way of grief right now. That is my way of processing. That is my way of seeking support. That is my way of going about this. I'm also seeking therapy. I'm also going to get involved in a support group. I'm also involved in forums. I'm also journaling. I'm also taking a vacation and doing reflective reading and self-care and trying to get my eating regimen back under control and doing all of those things. So I'm doing all of this stuff. Can I have this space? Am I allowed that? I'm curious what you guys think.